All I know is pain, baby. You can't tell me nothing. My whole life in the struggle. See me grinding for that money. Power and respect. What I got, you can't take from me. But you gon' get this work.
Now that you saw the intro,
work.
I must let you know that in today's video, I will be doing a Never Have I Ever challenge. The last time I did this was a couple years ago. They're old. I'll put the playlist in the description for proof. I am currently on the Teen Vogue website, which is where these questions are coming from. We're just gonna read through them, and I'm gonna hold up these two pieces of paper right here. One says never, the other one says I have. So let's go ahead and get into the first one. First one says, never have I ever farted in front of a significant other. Oops, I'm covering it up already. In case y'all didn't know, I don't have a significant other, so I can't do it if I don't have a significant other. Maybe one day. Maybe. Oops. Next one. Okay. Oops. I gotta control it. Sorry, y'all. Never have I ever peed in the shower. Oh yeah, I definitely have as a kid. I mean, it's water. Only thing it's gonna do is go down the drain. I would be stupid to say I've never done that. All right, statement number 3. Never have I ever peed in a pool. You and I know that all of us would be liars if we said we've never peed in a pool. I mean, how are they gonna know? You could be chilling. Like, if you stand still in a certain section of the pool, somebody can assume you just chilling. Or maybe they think you're urinating in the pool. But I would be a liar if I said I've never done that. Especially if it's in water, they're gonna clear it out anyway. Next one. Never have I ever eaten a carton of ice cream. As long as it's a small carton, they didn't specify size. But if it's like a small carton of ice cream, like a Ben and Jerry's, then no, I haven't eaten it. Like the big tub that has a handle on it, no, that's too much ice cream. The tub of ice cream, the cylinder tub, the Ben and Jerry's, that is as far as it goes with me when it comes to ice cream. Anything bigger than that, that's insanity to me. Okay. Never have I ever cheated in a board game. That would be insane to try to cheat, especially if you got other people playing with you, because they're going to call it out right away. So there's no use in me cheating. Never have I ever cheated in a card game. Again, no need to. You got other people playing with you, they'll call it out right away. Never have I ever screamed during a scary movie. Not scream like to the point where I'm scared, where I need to leave the room, but like something crazy happens, I'm like, oh, what's that? But not like, oh, this is scary, I need to leave. No. But I didn't scream out of fear. It was just a surprise. Like, oh snap, what is that? Oops. Never have I ever laughed so hard to the point. Wait, never have I ever laughed so hard I spit out my drink. Now, my current friends, if they were here, they would be able to tell you. My friends would tell you I'm the one that rolls on the floor laughing. So if I was to ever do a challenge where I have to spit out water, best believe it's gonna happen within the first 3 seconds. Something is funny. I have a hard time getting off the floor, so spitting out water while laughing it's gonna happen like that. What's the next one? Never have I ever been sent to the principal's office. Yes, in school, I have gotten in trouble a couple times, so I had to be sent to the principal's office. I also served detention. I'd say once or twice in my entire lifetime, but I'm not gonna sit here and say I've never done it because it's happened. Never have I ever clogged the toilet. I definitely have. You got to use the plunger to I don't know what was going on that day, but I had to let it out of my system. They say it's better out than in. But yes, I ended up clogging up a toilet. But luckily, throwing some liquid down the toilet, water, or whatever toilet cleaner you have, or whatever toilet liquid you have, throw it down the toilet and flush, or using a plunger would help. But yes, I've definitely clogged a toilet. Who hasn't? Never have I ever toilet papered someone's house. Now, this is one thing I can say I've never done. Even back in the days, because one, there's neighbors watching. Two, well, especially now, there's cameras on the front doors of every house. So you would be a dumbass to do that because you're going to get caught on camera, whether they come out immediately or not. And if they know you, it's even worse because they can point out where you live. So no, I've never done it. And Lord knows what happens if the police catch you doing it. You might get a ticket. Who knows? Never have I ever worn something I took out of my dirty laundry. That's nasty. That is so nasty. I'd rather, if I have to wash clothes, I'll wash clothes that day. I'm not about to dig in the dirty clothes with a clean body and put. That's nasty. Never have I ever vomited after a roller coaster ride. If my dad was on this video, like if my dad was to see this, he could probably tell y'all the story. But the first time ever going on a roller coaster ride was in Hershey Park in PA. It was the most basic roller coaster ride. It was hardly any turns. It was more like swivels like this. And the only thing I remember saying over and over again was like, oh, fuck, oh, shit. It was so loud to when I got off the ride, this lady that was behind me, she walked up to me and she was like, I heard everything you said while we was on that roller coaster. My dad was cracking up. He almost fell to the ground. Thank God he didn't. Again, if my dad was here, he'll be able to tell you that story. Mind you, it was the most basic one. No turns and nothing. Just swivels like this and mainly straight. Never have I ever watched an entire television series in one day. I can't say I have. This, I ain't gonna say this is confusing, but I would say The Rookie. I've watched every single season. I don't know how many seasons would be in a series for that show, but I have watched the seasons that are out. So yes. But the one thing that surprised me was Lucy Chin, cause in the first season she was, she was fit. Not saying now she grew hips. She's still fit, but she got hips, bro. I swear, my friend was here. He would tell you the story, cause when I saw her in the later seasons, like season 5, I geeked out. I was like, oh shoot. If my friend was here, he'll be able to tell you in detail. But yes, Lucy Chin with the hips. Oh my, yo. If you know, you know. Never have I ever said I love you to someone by accident. Whoo boy. I had a story for y'all. So, growing up, high school, there was this girl that I wanted to date. We were only in the getting to know each other phase, and I just blurted out, I love you. And it made it weird that later on she ended up dating my brother. Now I'm not gonna say which brother this is, but she ended up dating one of my brothers. Was I embarrassed? Yeah, but now I can look back on it like, man, that was crazy. You didn't even get to know her before you said that. Oh my God, I don't want to answer this question, man. Never have I ever walked in on my parents having sex. Thank God I haven't. I'd be traumatized if I did. Hearing it is just crazy. Story time for this. And it wasn't my parents. It was someone in the family, but it wasn't a parent. So, I lived in a basement apartment with my brother and my dad. There was one night when my cousin stayed over. So, my brother had a pull-out bed under his bed. And I was laying on the pull-out bed, so my brother's bed was right over mine. And at the time, his girlfriend was over there. And boom, bada bing, they got it on right at, like, they was going at it while I'm trying to sleep, and they're right above me. So what I did at 3 o'clock in the morning, I got up and went into the stairs and slept, because Lord knows I don't need naked people falling on me. So I couldn't sleep that night. I had to go on the staircase and sleep with a pillow and a blanket. That was embarrassing. Never have I ever lied while playing this game. There's no need to. I mean, hopefully everything that you talk about happened years back. But if it happened recently, I could kind of see why people will lie. Or they probably won't lie. They'll bend the truth. But they won't necessarily lie. But no, I haven't. Never have I ever Googled myself. I have. Only thing that pops up is YouTube videos. In fact, can I do that right now? Would I be able? No, because I've done it before just to see if there's any like pictures. There's pictures from Facebook and stuff, but that's all. No one made an article about me because I'm not YouTube famous. I'm not really, and that won't happen for quite some time. I've been doing this since 2020, so I don't see it happening anytime soon. But if you like the content, like and subscribe and follow. I usually have my outros tell you that, but I'll say it on screen one time. Why not? Never have I ever had a pet name for an SO. Oh, this is the right one. Again, I don't have a significant other. I've been single for, let's see, the last time I dated someone was when I was 23. I'm now 32. So 9 years since my last relationship. Backstory, I've dated 9 girls in my entire lifetime. They were all situationships with PDA in them, but they didn't last long like how a relationship should. They were all, I shit you not, all 2 weeks to a month tops. So yeah, but as far as like a relationship, nah. Never have I ever been given a pet name by an SO. Again, no, never happened. Never have I ever had a dirty dream about a super unexpected person. What do they mean by super Is it someone I never met or I probably saw in passing or something like that I don't know? Let's see, have I had dreams of somebody? Probably only on like girls on TV. But yeah, like a dream of a woman I saw on TV maybe. But other than that, I'm just trying to sleep so I can get to work the next morning. Never have I ever been accused of sharing too much on social media. One of my old videos where I talk about my sex life, somebody has told me that that's probably way too much to share on social media, but a lot of people talk about sex stories. They talk about how they lose their virginity and how they did it, which I have a video out. It's an old video. I'll also leave it in the description so y'all can see. FYI, I lost my virginity at 13. If you know, you know. If you saw the video, you know. Never have I ever created a fake social media account. No need to. Under my videos on YouTube, I put a link to all of my social media. That way you'll know it's me. No, I'm not verified yet, but those links are official links to my Instagram, Facebook, so on and so forth. Don't worry, that'll also be in the description box if you want to check it out. Let's see. Never have I ever run out of gas while driving. Oops, wrong one. Okay. Now, I have my driver's license. I've only practice driven after the test one time. After that once, which was many years ago, I just said fuck it. Cause I'm in New York. You don't need to drive a car here because they got buses and trains. So there's no need for a car. It's only a want out here. But down south, like North Carolina, somewhere like that, you gonna need a car. Because there's no buses or trains out there. Not like how they have them here in New York. Never have I ever gone to a party I wasn't invited to. It's stupid to go. If you don't get the invitation, what's the point of going? Never have I ever dated someone super annoying only because they were cute. This one's tough. I might have to. I mean, I have no recollection of dating girls that were super annoying because they were cute. All the girls I dated, which was in, I'd say starting from middle school to high school, we were in official, can't say official relationships because the length of time, but yeah, it was something there from the both of us in each relationship. So what's the point? I can't say that. Never have I ever lied on a first date. Okay, this is where things get weird. So I've dated girls, but I've never taken a girl on a date. Never. In 32 years, I've never done it. But I can only imagine what it will look like because of what I see on the TV screen. So, if I ever do, I will definitely be a beginner at the age of 32. Or whatever age I decide to go on a first date. Never have I ever used someone's toothbrush. I have my own. That's disgusting. Why would I want to use somebody else's toothbrush? I don't know what their mouth, how clean their mouth are, or whatever. But even if I did know, I still wouldn't do it. That's nasty. Never have I ever pretended to be on the phone. Like I ain't gonna lie. If we're walking, like if I'm walking on my own and I'm about to walk past women to go home, I'll like, you know what? No, sorry, scratch that. Yes, actually, no. I take that back. If someone like, okay, let's scratch the women's story. So when I leave work to go home and I'm going to the train station to catch the bus, there's people on the streets that would ask me about going to church. And as soon as we get near them, I pull out my phone and just look down at it. The screen is black, by the way. So I'll look down at the screen as if I'm looking in the phone just to not speak to them about church. Not saying church is a bad thing. I think I'm doing pretty good without needing to go. So I've definitely done that. Never have I ever enjoyed a smell I'm supposed to find gross. Most of us would just point it out right away. Ew, that's nasty. Have I had to sit and bask in the smell? Oh yeah. Again, I live in New York where you smell death 1 second, you smell sweet the next minute, you smell garbage the next minute. There's definitely some smells that I never enjoyed. No, that's why would I find a gross smell and why would I find it pleasing? That's weird. Never have I ever been on TV for an embarrassing reason. I know someone I worked at PetSmart with. She is a woman, not gonna air her out. She was on TV for something that happened in a college that she went to, and it was so bad that she had to move out of the room or switch colleges. I can't remember. But no, as far as me, nah, I try to stay out of the. I don't care to be on TV. If I do make it on TV, then it wasn't purposely. Like, I wasn't making moves to try to be on TV. Never have I ever gone several days without showering. Now, the max is a day. But I have gone 2 days without showering. Now, if I'm not going anywhere, if I'm going to be locked up in my room, yes, I've done it a couple times, but eventually I will get off my ass and go take a shower. But yes, the max is 2 days. Now, I go and take a shower when I need to, which is once every day, because now it's hot. In the winter, same thing. Never have I ever turned my underwear inside out so I didn't have to wash it. Again, that's just like wearing a dirty shirt out of the dirty clothes bag. No. If I ain't got any underwear, I will find some clean shorts that I don't wear to put on under my pants. Never have I ever lied about what I was doing on social media. No need to. Everything I do on YouTube, I make clips of that and put it on my Instagram, my Twitter, and my Instagram, Twitter, which is now X, and Facebook, which is mostly reactions. Like, for example, a clip of this video right here is gonna go on the social media later on. So no need for me to lie about it. Y'all gonna see clips of it. Never have I ever been told I snore loudly. I don't think I snore at all, be honest with you. But I do know somebody that does snore loudly. Actually, I know a few people. But again, not going to say any names. Never have I ever licked the floor. I can say I slept on the floor, like, just to get the cool breeze, because those floors be cool. It's like Lloyd Banks. Lloyd Banks said this. He said, "I'm cooler than the other side of the pillow." You know how you sleep on a pillow and it gets hot, you turn it over, you got that coolness? The floor is the same way, but except you can't turn the floor over. But when you lay down on the floor for the first time, it's cool as fuck. And I ain't talking about cool as in, oh, that's impressive. I'm talking cool as in, man, it's hot and this floor is giving me air. Never have I ever eaten dog food. You mean to tell me the delicious, unhealthy food we have in America, I'm not eating it? Why would it? That's why they call it dog food. I'm a human. The frick? Never have I ever eaten cat food. Again, never. It's specified for a cat and a cat only. I'm a human being. Never have I ever given a speech in front of more than 100 people. I would say in a way I'm doing that right now, but I'm only doing that over a computer. 100 people is too much. But senior year of high school, we had to do practice runs for our senior projects, and I only did it in front of the class, which was like 10 to 15 people. And I could tell you this, I was sweating so much that I had to go get water after my and I ended up being musty. Like, I was all good until I went up to do my practice presentation. I was sweating so much, I had sweat in my eyes, my underarm, the underarm part of my shirt was sweating. Like, I was dripping tears, like I was standing out in the heat for hours and not moving. Never have I ever called the local radio station. I don't know what would be a good reason for me to call a radio station, so there was no need for me to do it. All right. There is a spicy edition that I will do. You know what? I'm going to do the spicy edition next. So I'm going to leave it here. I will see you in the next video. And with that said, Dante Brown is out.
That's why you gotta watch who you hang around. Don't get caught in situations fucking up your paper route. Worried about others is only fucking up your bank account. Keep your ideas if they don't care for what you thinking about.